Jason Farron from Farron Customs here. I'm going to do a quick video on reducing airbrush paint. Now everybody asks, how much do I reduce my airbrush paint? And they can't get a straight answer, and there's a reason for that. It's no secret, it's just that there's no one size fits all answer. Okay, there are a lot of variables at play. Now most manufacturers will specify an amount and a type of reducer to use. Now you need to make sure that you follow their instructions, use the right reducer, or you're going to have problems. Okay? Now I'm only going to talk about the sort of paint that I use. I do automotive paint, so I've got a white and black wicket here, and here are a few of my colours. There's a semi-opaque, a pearlised, a sparkleescent and a candy pigment. Now they're all the auto air range. Okay, made by the same people, so it's the same reducer for all of them, and that just makes it handy for me. Now one of the variables is the tip size and the needle in particular that you're using in your airbrush. Now if the manufacturer's written down on the back of the bottle, you know, for a 0.5 airbrush use 40% reducer, and you're using a smaller tip and a smaller needle, you're going to need to reduce your paint more. Okay, smaller hole, you need thinner paint. And the same the other way if you're using a bigger needle or you're running it through a spray gun, which you can do, and they're using a 0.1 needle, you might not need to reduce your paint at all. It's that simple. So you might even find, as I did, say in my white and black wicket here, same paint, same manufacturer, bought from the same place at the same time. Okay, now I find that the black didn't need to be reduced as much as the white. Now that's probably due to the pigment used to create the black paint in the first place. Okay, that's one of the reasons why you're not getting a straight answer when you ask people how much to reduce your paint, because it varies. Okay, and likewise the semi-opaque, it seems thicker in the bottle than the candy pigment. It's just the way the paint's made. You know, it's not a big deal, you'll learn these things, okay, but I find that I can reduce this a lot more than this. I nearly use this straight. Okay, depending if I'm running my bigger tips like my 0.65 say, needle setup, I run that straight out of the bottle. Okay, now there are another few variables, some of them don't matter as much as others, but you add them all up and you know, it's about getting most of them right nearly all the time. Okay, your air pressure, obviously, you put more air pressure through your airbrush, you push the paint out better. It can be thicker and it's still going to flow. You know, when you're doing detail work, you have your paint fairly thin so it atomizes well. You drop your air pressure right down and it's just going to blow it out of the gun. Okay, now two of the other things that people don't really talk about, but it does affect your paint, is the temperature and relative humidity. Okay, and even your elevation can come into it. You know, it sounds stupid, but it can. Okay, now the last three factors there, the temperature, the humidity and the elevation, they're only, we'll call it a 5% margin there, but that 5% might be what's causing you a problem if you're not spot on with your tip size and your air pressure. So you add them all up, and the closer you can get to each one of those things, the better your paint's going to work. Okay, thanks very much.